Hey everyone, Henriello here, welcome back. Today we are going to watch Schindler's List. Now someone suggested this movie to me after I watched All Quiet on the Western Front, and this story is about Oskar Schindler, who's a real person. He rescued more than 1,000 Jews from the Nazis. I have a feeling this is going to be an emotional movie, so I've prepared a roll of tissues here. So let's watch and learn about the story of Oskar Schindler and how he rescued the Jews. Oh, it suddenly became black and white. September 1939, the German forces defeated the Polish army in 2 weeks. Jews were ordered to register all family members and relocate to major cities. More than 10,000 Jews from the countryside arrived in Krakow daily. Wow, yes, that is a lot of people. Bribing the manager to let him in?
Yeah, do you know who that man is? Bring them over a round of drinks. You can say they are from me. From the gentleman. Find out who he is. Yes, sir.
Oh, he got him to sit with him.
How are you doing? Leave a woman alone at the table in a place like this? An extra chair, please. Vodka for my friend.
Oh, that's one way to get to know a person. Very charismatic.
Girls, drink with us.
Oh, that's a lot more money.
2 days after the war, bastard all choose where to start. It's as if they have no idea what kind of law it is.
What's this new law they're passing?
Who is that man?
That's Oskar Schindler.
Ah, that's Oskar Schindler. Should have guessed. Oh, he knows how to make connections. No, they're cutting his hair off. The Jewish council comprised of 24 elected Jews personally responsible for carrying out the orders of regime in Krakow, such as drawing up lists for work details, food and housing, a place to lodge complaints, or the Judenrat. Judenrat.
They come into our house and tell us we don't live there anymore. What if I just took this thing off?
They will shoot you.
So if they take off the band, they will get shot?
Are you Itzhak Stern or not?
By law, I have to tell you, sir, I'm a Jew.
They have to tell that by law?
I was just the accountant.
Okay, he's an accountant.
Finding the money to buy the company. That's all. You know anybody? Investors.
The Jews can no longer own businesses.
I don't. I pay them back in product, pots and pans. If you want, you could run the company for me.
They put up all the money. I do all the work. What, if you don't mind my asking, would you do?
Presentation.
He's the only one who can own the business, since Jews aren't allowed to own businesses anymore.
Main color. It's a nice coat. She traded for Russian oodles.
Oh, this is the so-called black market?
Hello. Nice shirt. Do you know where I can find a nice shirt like that?
Oh, everybody's getting out of there the moment they saw him.
So many.
I'm going to need some other things too as things come up.
This won't be a problem.
Oh, he's the only one that is willing to take up his business. 1941, deadline for entering the ghetto. So Edict 4491 establishes a closed Jewish district south of the Vistula River. Residency in the walled ghetto is compulsory. All Jews from Krakow and surrounding areas are forced from their homes and required to crowd into the place. So everyone is forced to move and evicted from their properties. Oh, he takes over the house. Even the children. Children aren't born evil, they're taught by their parents or the society. Oh my god, how many families share a single room?
It could not be better.
It could be worse.
How on earth could it possibly be worse?
Just got worse. So one is living in comfort and many are living in terrible conditions.
Policeman, no, could you believe it? Not as bad as anyone says. Nothing worse than anyone says, but it's a lot of money.
Maybe being with the police at least can keep them safe.
They will repay you with 200 kilos of enamelware.
Not good enough.
Good enough! Look where you're living. Look where you've been put. Trade goods. That's the only currency that'll be worth anything in the ghetto.
He's leveraging his position.
How do we know that you will do what you say?
Because I said I would. You want a contract? To be upheld by what court?
Oh, not even a written contract. Itchek seems to be an upright man.
Jewish skilled laborers is 7 marks a day. The Jews themselves receive nothing.
The rate? What?
He wasn't listening.
Paid directly to the SS, not to the worker. He gets nothing.
It's less.
What? He's definitely thinking like a businessman. But if the Jews get nothing, why would they want to work?
So you can barter for extra goods.
Because he said the wages are paid to the SS, not to the Jews. So they're working for nothing?
I used to work at the hydroelectric station in Rosnov, Blauschein.
So if their skills are useful to the war effort, then they get to stay.
And you get a blue card, a Blauschein, to say that you are an essential worker.
An essential worker. Itchek is a good guy.
I teach history and literature. When it's not essential.
He's not right.
Oh,
Crazy, you left it in your drawer. I'm a metal polisher.
wow, Itchek is really trying to help everyone. Oh, wow, okay. That's not that hard.
I'm a writer. I play the flute.
But Moses is a skilled metal worker. Moses, give me a card.
Whoa, he nearly made a mistake there.
How is your typing?
A secretary. I guess if you're not used to it, you can't type very fast. Oh, there we go. Skilled.
They're also qualified.
How is he picking secretary? Choose them all. There we go. Choose everyone. All of them did a good job. And they caught his attention. That's the main thing.
You're going to need lots of cognac, the best, Hennessy. And just try to find nylon stockings.
Wow, the places they store these.
And looking forward to a long and mutually prosperous association. Very best regards, Oskar Schindler.
And this man knows how to do business and make good connections. He's the type of guy that will prosper in any era.
Pretend, for Christ's sake.
Itchek looks so confused.
I'm saying I couldn't have done this without you. You're welcome. Get out of here.
Though I can tell Itchek is not a social person.
She's so embarrassed. Look at her.
You've done well here.
Who's she? His wife?
Be careful of the stepmates. It's Mrs. Schindler.
Right, it is his wife.
I won't soon forget the name Schindler here. I can tell you that. He did something extraordinary. He did something no one else did. In every business I tried, I can see now it wasn't me that failed. Something was missing.
Ah, this is not his first business. So it's success based on experience.
War.
Well, if you put it another way, he's exploiting the war situation.
Promise me, Oskar, no two man or maitre d' will ever presume on anyone other than Mrs. Schindler. No stay.
Apparently she doesn't stay.
There's a machinist outside who would like to thank you personally for giving him a job.
Wait, he only has one arm.
I work hard for you. I'm sure you do. You're a good man. Did you happen to notice that that man had one arm?
Did he? What's his use?
Very useful.
Very useful. Success.
He's not resigned. Like, how is he useful? I guess it's Itchek who saved him.
Besen und Schaufel werden ausgeladen. Jeder nimmt sich eine und dann wird die Straße gereinigt.
Oh, they just suddenly made them shovel snow. Okay.
Second worker for Oskar Schindler. Yes. Twice as useless.
Look at this noise. Look at this noise.
Oh, he just took his life just like that.
A one-armed machinist. He was a metal press operator. Quite skilled.
Leave your luggage on the platform. Clearly label it.
Oh no, I think I know what's happening here. They're not gonna send the luggage with them, are they?
He's on the list. Let's find him. I'm sorry, you can't have him. My plant manager is somewhere on this train. It'll disrupt production, and the armaments board will want to know why.
The list is correct, sir. There's nothing I can do.
I can guarantee you, you'll both be in southern Russia before the end of the month. Stern! Stern! Stern!
That spooked him. They're scared now.
Makes no difference to us, you understand? This one, that one. I somehow left my work card at home. I'm sorry, it was stupid.
What if I got here 5 minutes later?
That one mistake could have cost him his life. Oh, I guess he's still thinking about himself. Quite self-centered. You just take their luggage and confiscate all the valuable things. So now those people on the train, they have nothing left. It's a terrible thing they're doing. And this is war. Did they seriously go and pluck those teeth out?
I was broke and sharing a room with 12 people I didn't know.
You laugh at that?
Yeah. If you don't laugh, what else can you do?
There's no down from here. This is it. This is the bottom.
Which is where you will want to start, huh?
Untersturmführer Amongov.
The labor force of 25 to 30,000. Segregated, of course. One of you is a very lucky girl. There is an opening for a job at my new villa. What's her name?
Hirsch.
That's the foundation. Got to take it down.
You are an engineer.
Yes.
Shoot her. She's foreman of construction. Shoot her! Here, on my authority.
We're just gonna kill her right here, in front of everyone.
It will take more than that.
I'm sure you're right. Report it, rebuild it, like she said.
What the hell? He just wants to establish his authority.
For 6 centuries, there has been a Jewish placard. By this evening, those 6 centuries are a rumor. Today is history.
What does that mean? He's gonna get rid of all of them? Liquidation of the ghetto in 1943. So they can't even stay in the ghetto anymore. Oh god, I have no idea what they're saying. Oh, they're soloing everything. Those diamonds are gonna cause so much damage inside. What? So they're literally just killing off people. I wish there was a translation for all this. Taking everything.
Pack some things, nothing bigger
I can't
than this.
go in the sewers. I told you I won't go in the sewers.
I think it's either that or probable death. But where would they go through the sewers? Where would they go?
That line.
Damn it. Oh god, maybe I should have checked the subtitles before I should have gotten a translated one. I have no idea what they're saying. Oh man. They would rather kill off all the patients. Maybe the patients themselves even accepted it. Seems they would have died anyway.
As good as that. Deeper. Man to right. Women to the left.
It's absolutely terrible. They can't escape even in the sewers.
There is not enough room for you.
What are you talking about?
Mama, I'm coming out.
Stay where you are. I'd rather you be here than who knows where.
But that's the thing, even if they hide, eventually they still won't be able to escape.
I've been given orders to clear the bundles from the road. Finish and join the lines. Polish picking soldier.
Well, that was quick thinking. Oh no.
Mrs. Dresner?
Yes.
Please, hide. Please. Upstairs the building. There's no one here. Come with me. I will put you in the good line.
You are not a boy anymore. I'm saying a blessing for you.
Well, thankfully the kid helps. I thought he'd reveal them for sure.
Let's go, please. Come on.
An absolute disregard for life during war.
Not you.
No, all the soldiers are waiting. Oh man.
Is this Bach? I'm Mozart.
They still couldn't escape in the end.
I wish this fucking night were over.
They just won't let even one of them go. Pretty sure most of his workers are dead.
The worst is over. We are workers now.
You can just simply shoot them? It's just ridiculous. Using any possible excuse or chances to kill. Wait, what are they using to pave the roads?
Since your labor is housed on site, you can work them all night if you want.
What is that? Is that sick?
Of course. I'd get you one, but the man who made it is probably dead.
Yeah, probably.
They're here.
They're mine! Every day that goes by, I'm losing money. Every worker that is shot costs me money.
Shiana told me something else about you. That you know the meaning of the word gratitude. What you want is your own sub-camp.
You could make things easier for me. I'd be grateful.
Oh, he managed to move them to his company?
The Schindler account. He wants his independence. I gave it to him, but independence costs money.
So he takes a cut.
What are you doing?
I don't think we have lice. Let's make them keep their distance.
Oh, that's smart.
Administration and Economics Office, the Armaments
Slowly,
Board,
stand slowly.
FF Contacts, list low drawer on my desk, which
Forget
more
it.
complicated. What do you mean? Forget it. You
It
can't
gives me a
forget it.
headache.
You
It
can't
gives me a
forget it.
headache.
You can see how important Itchak is. Very important.
I couldn't get you out of here.
Be all right. Your director don't let things fall apart. I work too hard.
The forced labor camp.
I've got some workers coming in tomorrow. I've got to make room. Make me a hinge. But you've been working since 6 this morning. Such a small pile of hinges.
He's just looking for excuses, isn't he?
Oh, Christ.
The machines were being recalibrated this morning. I was put on to shoveling coal.
Dang, this guy's being protected.
Strange, huh?
And this guy has all the luck in the world.
I was making hinges slowly.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Oh, he put him in his factory.
Tell him about the chicken.
They're just simply killing off people now.
Still, nobody knows.
You committed this crime.
No, sir.
But you know who, though?
Oh, that kid is very, very smart. To prevent any more lives lost.
Thank you again, Herr Director.
You're welcome
Wow.
again.
So he's bribing the officer to put their names to work for his company.
What can I do for you?
They say your factory is a haven. My parents are in Warsaw.
Hannah and Jakob Hermann, I'm begging you.
Such activities are illegal.
To get forced
You will not entrap me. Send them over to Schindler. Send them all. His place is a haven, didn't you know? It's dangerous to me. Gert is under enormous pressure. He's got the war. Brings out the worst in people. Never the good, always the bad.
Always the bad.
Somebody escaped. Gert lined up everybody from the missing command's barracks. 25.
What do you want me to do about it?
Nothing. It's just talking.
So one person escaped and 25 people died in his stead.
Perlman.
Jakob and Hannah Perlman!
He took them in after all. Giving up his possessions to this guy. His cigars, his lighter, his watch. Seems like Schindler has got some good in him after all.
You know who I am? I'm Schindler.
He beat me because I threw out the bones from dinner. I have accepted them. One day he will shoot me. He drew his gun and he shot a woman who was passing by. Just a woman on her way somewhere. And I couldn't guess what had she done. There is no set rules that you can live by. You can say to yourself, if I follow these rules, I will be safe.
He even took the time to listen to her and reassure her. Oh, he's drunk.
Why do you drink that motor oil? Your liver's going to explode like a hand grenade.
Maybe it should.
We have the fucking power to kill, that's why they fear us.
Power is when we have every justification to kill, and we don't. And the Emperor pardons him. He lets him go.
He's trying to put the suggestion in his head. They actually allow children to play.
She was smoking on the job. Tell her not to do it again.
Oh, he didn't kill her.
I've been unable to remove the stains from the bathtub.
Go ahead, go and leave. Leave, I pardon you.
Well, it worked. He pardoned him.
Pardon you.
He still shot him. I don't know what goes through his head when he kills those people.
You really are a wonderful cook and a well-trained servant. But what's the right answer? That's what you're thinking. The truth is always the right answer.
Not around you, I don't think so.
Touch you in your loneliness. What would that be like? I wonder. I realize that you're not a person in the strictest sense of the word.
Man, he's just so conflicted.
And they compare you to vermin and to rodents and to lice. No, you make a good point.
He's just literally talking to himself in his head, having a whole conversation there.
You nearly talked me into it, didn't you?
Oh. Damn, he's mad. He's freaking mad.
On behalf of the workers, I wish for you a happy birthday.
Oh, they can't even make a cake. Well, that girl didn't expect that.
The trains arrived and the people were driven out with clubs, and then they were made to undress. They shaved their hair, signs that said bath and inhalation room. SS gave them soap, and then they gassed them. Why soaps?
To make them lower their guard.
I cannot believe it.
I believe it did happen. They did do that. It's just so stressful and you're under so much pressure living in such an environment.
I got to separate the sick from the healthy to make room.
So they're killing off all the sick. Oh, ouch. To make themselves have that healthy blush and all that. I mean, how healthy could they possibly look considering the food that they have and how they're treated over there? So they just make them run naked, make them run laps around in the mud around the whole compound. They're probably also gonna get rid of all the old people. Oh no, where are they sending the children? where do they bring the children?
They're hiding, I'm telling you, they're hiding.
I don't know, why do the children look so happy though? Maybe they don't even know what's going on. Oh yeah, a lot of them are hiding.
There's no room for you.
Oh, in the toilets. Oh man, no. And it's already occupied. I mean, there seems to be plenty of room. Oh my god, look at them stuffed in there like sardines. Oh my god. They're suffocating in there.
You say we get your fire hoses out here and hose down the cars. Thank you.
Oh, he's really trying to help them the best that he can.
This is really cruel, Oskar. You're giving them hope.
I've got some 200-meter hoses back in the mud.
They don't give a damn.
Every time the train stops, you open the doors, you give them water, yeah?
Jawohl.
Yeah.
You think they'd really do that? They're arresting him? For what? Trying to help them?
I violated the Race and Resettlement Act. I kissed a Jewish girl.
Okay, now that's considered breaking the law now.
He sees a beautiful woman, he doesn't think. She was Jewish, he shouldn't have done it, but you didn't see this girl.
No, at least Amon is on Schindler's side in this.
It's a matter of money?
You're offering me a bribe?
Well, Amon is really helping Schindler like that.
We give your Jewish girls at 5 marks a day, Oskar. You should kiss us, not them. They don't have a future. It's not just good old-fashioned Jew-hating talk. It's policy now.
It's policy now. Winter. Oh no, it's not winter. It's ashes, isn't it? Anyone take a guess where the ashes come from? Incinerate the bodies of more than 10,000 Jews killed at Pleso and the Krakow. Oh, they're incinerating the bodies, not live people. Oh, they're digging them out, then burning them. Because of illnesses, plague?
That is over, Oskar. They're closing us down, sending everybody to Auschwitz.
The girl didn't make it.
Maidgood promised me he'll put in a good word for you. You'll receive special treatment.
You mention special treatment more and more often. I'd like to think that's not what you mean. You're staying, I take it. You have a business to run.
You ran my business.
Truth.
Got more money than any man can spend in a lifetime. Someday, this is all going to end. I was going to say we'll have a drink then. I think I better have it now.
He's finally having that drink, because he might never have one again. Wow, that is a lot of money. Suitcases of them.
You want these people?
These people. My people. I want my people.
He's buying them?
Doesn't make any sense. Look, you're not telling me
it's
something.
good for me.
Just irritating. I can't work it out.
You'll never work it out.
What's one worth to you?
He's using all his money to buy all of them. Or at least as many as he can afford.
How many? 150. More.
As many as possible. All that money.
600.
If we make a combined approach, we could get more than 4,000 on mine and yours. No, Oskar, I can't do anything. I will not accept that. No.
If they had combined forces, they could have more. Each name is a life.
That's it. You can finish that page.
What did Good say about this?
Golf is swimming in money right now.
Fine, but you're paying it.
It's costing difference.
Yeah, I bet it is.
The list is an absolute good. The list is life.
Yeah, it's Schindler's List.
I'll never find a maid as well trained as her at Greenwich.
Oh, it's the maid. Because if he doesn't buy her, she's dead for sure.
Should take her into the woods, shoot her painlessly in the back of the head. What does it just set for him? A natural 21, was it?
He managed to save her. The Schindler's List of Life.
Yitzhak Stern. Holbeck and Mila Pfefferberg.
Adam Levin.
Ansel Goldberg.
Where's the sun?
There's still barely any ventilation in the trains. Yeah, they must be freezing in there and thirsty at the same time.
It's only a short walk further to the factory, where hot soup and bread is waiting for you.
Have they been sent somewhere else? To Auschwitz? Oh, they have been sent to the wrong place.
They're in Auschwitz. The train was never routed here. A paperwork mistake.
A paperwork mistake. Oh man, it's gotta go fast. Oh no, they're shaving all their hair. Are they gonna gas them? Because they shouldn't be here. Quick, Schindler, you gotta get there fast. Yeah, it says disinfection there. Oh no, it's too late. I think they didn't even bother giving them soap. Well, I'm glad it wasn't gas. Now that other group was probably gassed.
A mistake has been made. We are not supposed to be here. We work for Oskar Schindler.
You are not the only industrialist who needs labor. Why do you think I can help you?
Well, he still had to spend extra money just to get back the ones he already bought.
All I say is I'm not comfortable with them on the table. I have a shipment coming in tomorrow. These are fresh.
It's not about new ones or old ones.
I want these.
It creates a lot of paperwork.
Guess he had to pay even more. What Schindler sacrificed for them. Why are they taking the children?
These are my workers. They should be on my train. How else am I to polish the inside of a 45mm shell casing? You tell me.
Thankfully he was there, and he had an excuse prepared.
If you shoot without thinking, you go to prison, I get paid. Guards will no longer be allowed on the factory floor without my authorization.
The artillery shells, tank shells, rocket casings. Apparently, all of them have failed quality control.
Find out where we can buy shells. Ask them officers. If this factory ever produces a shell that can actually be fired, I'd be very unhappy.
Wow. He no longer cares about money. He's purposely making useless shells that cannot be used for the war.
What's the matter with you? You should be preparing for the Sabbath. Shouldn't you?
For the 7 months it was operational, the factory was a model of non-production. During this same period, he spent millions of Reichmarks to sustain his workers and bribe Reich officials. All the wealth that he's ever earned, he spent it all.
Do you have any money hidden away someplace that I don't know about?
Oh no, they're bankrupt.
Why? Am I broke?
The German war is therefore at an end.
The war is ended.
At midnight tonight, the war is over. After 6 long years of murder, victims are being mourned throughout the world. I know you have received orders from our commandant to dispose of the population of this camp.
It's ridiculous.
This is your opportunity.
They will still want to kill everyone in the camp.
Or you could leave and return to your families as men.
Not as murderers. I'm glad they made that choice. That was very risky. Is it just me, or is that black market guy from the beginning still wearing the same clothing from beginning to end?
I want that cloth distributed to the workers. Each person is to get a bottle of vodka.
Oh, they have so many bottles of vodka. He's literally leaving everything for them.
We've written a letter, trying to explain things in case you were captured.
It says whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
Oskar, there are 1,100 people who are alive because of you. Look at them. If I just generations because of what you did. I didn't do enough. You did so much. Why did I keep the car? 10 people right there. This is gold. 2 more people would have given me 2 for it. At least one. One to a person. And I didn't. I didn't.
I think he's done all that he could.
You have been liberated by the Soviet army!
It's finally ended. He gets hanged at the end. Amon Goev was arrested while a patient in a sanatorium. He was hanged in Krakow for crimes against humanity. Oskar Schindler failed at his marriage and several businesses after the war. In 1958, he was declared a righteous person by the Council of the Yad Vashem in Jerusalem and invited to plant a tree in the Avenue of the Righteous. So in the end, he still failed his marriage and his other businesses. Oh, she was a little girl. Mrs. Itzhak Stern. I see. Itzhak Stern was actually a woman. If only Oskar was here to see all these lives that he saved. 6 million Jews murdered. I guess this is the actual pavement that was made. Steven Spielberg. He did a good job directing this one. What can I say? War, death, murder. 6 million Jews died, and that's not even including the casualties of war. If only Oskar Schindler could live to see the good deed he's done and the people that he saved. Oskar Schindler did meet the survivors again after that. Oskar Schindler, the person in the center, receives a hero's welcome from some of the Holocaust survivors he saved during a May 1962 visit to Tel Aviv, Israel. Another point, during the movie, it seems the women who were accidentally sent to Auschwitz, it seems like they were only there for a few days, but in reality, it took a lot of lobbying and bribes to officials for Schindler to save them again after a few weeks. So they were there for weeks. It's terrible what they did. All those lives lost and the people who suffered, they were just brutally murdered and killed for barely any reason during the time when they were at the camps. A lot of the language that was being used is spoken in German, and the subtitles put the actual German words there, which I don't know how to read, so I might have missed out on some things, or perhaps it might not be important enough and that's why they didn't bother translating it. Whichever the case, if there were any important points, I hope you can help me to just translate, any important scenes where it was spoken in German. Maybe you could let me know in the comments. And other than that, there are a few other things. At the beginning of the movie, they mention something about introducing the Jewish armband. During the Nazi era, German authorities reintroduced the Jewish badge as a key element of their larger plan to persecute and eventually to annihilate the Jewish population of Europe. Which means the overall plan was actually to annihilate the entire population. And they introduced this badge or this armband as the beginning of this plan. In the scene where we saw they were separating the sick and the healthy people, we saw children loaded onto the trucks, and then the trucks were driven away, but we don't know what happened to those children. Well, that's really freaking cruel. No wonder they didn't show it in the movie. Right here it says the movie did not show hangings that inmates had to watch, nor did it show truckloads of children driven away on trucks as their families frantically ran after them. When the trucks stopped and the children stepped off, they walked into a hail of gunfire and fell dead into the pits that were waiting for them. So all the children that we saw who were waving so happily on the trucks were killed. So the other children who hid away, they did the right thing and they were safe. But the rest were killed. There was also a scene where they started burning all the bodies of the people they killed. And I wondered, why did they do that? Why would they bother to dig them all up and burn them? That was called the Sonderaktion 1005 or Special Action 1005, which was a top secret Nazi operation, and the goal was to hide or destroy any evidence of the mass murder that had taken place under Operation Reinhard. Operation Reinhard was the code name of the secret German plan in World War II to exterminate Polish Jews in the general government district of German-occupied Poland. Auschwitz was the largest and deadliest of 6 dedicated extermination camps where hundreds of thousands of people were tortured and murdered during World War II and the Holocaust. 1.3 million people were sent to Auschwitz, and 1.1 million people died there. In 1945, only 7,000 people were liberated, and most of them were very ill or close to death. This war is just an absolutely terrible thing that happened in history. Hope it never happens again. I'm sure there are a few others other than Oskar Schindler who saved these Jews or maybe other people who are suffering involved in a war, and it's great because it takes a lot of courage and probably also a lot of resources and a lot of risk to save these kind of people. It's people like them that make me believe more in humanity. For now, that'll be it for Schindler's List, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.